Hi, today I'm going to talk about Google Classroom. I'll be giving a quick overview of the system, how to navigate around it as a teacher, setting up your classes. I'll do some examples of making different types of work for students. Then we'll look at it from the student's perspective, how they log in, how they see the work, how they send it back to you. And then we'll go back to the teacher profile and see what happens when you get that work returned back to you. Okay, some of you might be wondering, what is Google Classroom? It's basically an online interactive classroom, and it's a great overall system for blended learning. It's quite a minimalist design for both the teachers and the students, so a lot of the work doesn't cover the page, it doesn't feel too cluttered. It's popular with around 120 million users. It's about 6 years old, so some of the systems have been quite refined by teachers over that time. It gives the children a free set of tools such as documents, slide makers, spreadsheets. They don't have to purchase a copy of things like Word or PowerPoint, which usually cost around £100. So that's kind of removing those barriers and excuses for children not being able to complete online work. The work also runs on any web browser. So if they've got a laptop, a computer or a mobile phone, they should be able to access Google Classroom to complete the work. You shouldn't have any compatibility errors with students sending you files, because all of the work that they're returning to you will be stored within the cloud. You can set classwork instantly, or you can also schedule classwork. What I really love about Google Classroom is that you can create documents and slideshows and activities and quizzes, and the children can get their own individual copy of that they can edit and send back to you. It also has a built-in video chat function where you can speak to students, parents, or you can even have meetings with other teachers. This feature is great for students who are maybe isolating at home or shielding, and it really supports that blended learning approach of accessing work from both home and school. Getting started. I'm going to use some terminology describing menus when I'm talking about navigating Google Classroom. So these are the three menu names that I'm going to use. The first one is called the burger. We've also got the bento, and we've got the kebab. So don't think I've gone crazy if I say, oh, you need to click on the kebab menu. Okay, let's take a look at it on the screen. So what I have here is the first layout that you're going to see when you log into your Google Classroom. And as you can see, my screen's quite blank. I don't have any classes added at all. So from here you can create multiple classes. So you might have a class for interventions, you might have a class for clubs or boosters, and just to add a class you just click on this add in the corner here, and from here you can click create class. So let's create a class, and let's call this Mr. Starbucks. Okay, so now it's created my class. I can look here, I can maybe want to just select a nice theme. I'm going to maybe go for a laptop theme, select class theme. Now, it's really easy for students to join this class. They can basically just either use a class code, which we can find just here. If you've got children with computers in the room, you could just click here, class code display, and it will show the code for them to link. Or you can also go to people and you can invite students here by typing in their email address or sending them this invitation link. The navigation bar has four simple areas. We have the stream, we have the classwork, we have the people, and we have the marks. The stream is your message board. You can leave links and notices for students here. Any work that you create, they will automatically create a post that will appear here telling them that a new piece of work is ready to be done. This is the classwork section where you can create work for the children to complete. The people section shows you which teachers have joined your class and which students are in your class. At the moment you can see that I've got no students in this class. And marks is where you'll be able to overview any of the work that the children have sent in. For this demo, I'm going to create some simple templates for my students. There will be a future video of more advanced styles and ideas, but for this introduction, these are just the basics. I'm then going to show you it from the student screen, how they complete it and how they send it back to you. Then we'll return back to the teacher screen to see what the completed work looks like, how you can give feedback and marking and a general overview, etc. Let's have a look at the type of documents that you can make for your students to complete. So I'm going to click on classwork. From classwork I'm going to click on create. From here I could choose to make an assignment, which could be a mixture of different resources. Maybe I want them to complete a quiz. This could be a whole selection of different questions. You can make multiple choice ones. It could be a bit like a test for them to complete. You might just want to have a key question for them to ask. It may be a poll. You want to find something out from the children. You might want to just share a material. It might be an online video. It might be a link to another website. Okay, and once you've built up a bank of resources, you can always reuse them, which saves you time in making new ones. And the topic at the bottom will help you organize your work into different sections for the children to find. So you could have a history section, a geography section, an English section, a writing section, etc. So I'm going to click on assignment. From assignment I'm going to make a book report. Okay. Make a book report on the story The Twits. Okay, so I've left some instructions for the children to read. If I go down to add, I could leave them a link to something if I wanted to. I'm going to leave them a link to a YouTube video which has a short excerpt. So by clicking that, I've loaded up a search for YouTube here, and I'm just going to put the Twits in. And from here, this is the full audio book. So if I wanted them to listen to the audio book, I might choose for them to click on that one. Click add, and that now gives me one piece of work down here that they can click on. The second thing I want them to have is a link to Roald Dahl's Wikipedia page. So I'm going to click on link, and I'm going to find the link by just clicking on a new tab. Roald Dahl official website. And then I'm just going to copy that, close the tab and paste it in there. Right click, paste, add link, and that's given me two pieces of work that the children can have a look through. Okay, let's have something to complete to send back to me. So if I click on create, I'm going to create a book report document, which is like word processing. If you're familiar with Microsoft Word, Google Documents is very, very similar. It's more like a slimmed down version of that. As you can see here, I want to select my title, so I might call it Twits Book Report. Now what's clever about Google Classroom is that when you share this with the students, it will add their name to the beginning of that book title. So it automatically names every single piece of work that gets sent to you. So we have the usual selection of tools along the ribbon here. I'm just going to go for a larger text, bold, and we're going to put my book report. Okay. One of the quickest ways that I can add an image to this piece of work is by using the add image through Google here. Click on insert image, search the web, and from here I'm going to put in books. I'm going to choose one that I want. I like this one. I can either click insert or I can just drag it to where I want it to go. I want it to go there. That will paste it in. It's slightly big. I'm going to make it a bit smaller. If I want to crop this image, I can just double click. That gives me the cropping tool. And click away. And then I might want to center it. Okay, my book report. Now, if I wanted to maybe have an image of the author as well. I can go and have a look in insert image, search the web, and then if you click X, that will actually close all of this down. So I don't want to do that. Sometimes I thought that would clear this search box. I'll show you here. If I click X, it actually just takes me back out. So to do a new search, you need to delete, backspace what you've done before. So let's do Roald Dahl. There we go. And we'll put that in as well. It's a very big picture, so I'm just going to click resize it. See if it will fit there. That's too big. There we go. Okay, so I've got some pictures. When trying to add images to your Google document, you might run into a problem where you can't see the kind of image that you want on the in document Google search. That's because it's searching for copyright-free images that you're able to use. If you want to use an image that you've seen somewhere else, what I recommend to do is this. Let's, for example, if I wanted to find the twits, let's go into the search here. The twits. Okay, I want the book. All I'm getting are a few odd pictures of different things. So I'm not actually getting the front cover that I want. So what I do is I just open a new tab and type in what I want. The twits. Find the picture I want. Let's go here. I want this picture. Right click and copy image. And then just go back to your work and find where you want it to be pasted. Right click and paste. And there we are. I've got my picture as well. Okay. So maybe I want that to go there as well. That was a very quick overview of how to make a document on Google, but I think the next bit is really, really important, because here, if you have a look, I thought that you would click on share to share it with your students, but actually you don't want to do that. What you want to do is you just want to close this tab. All of this work is automatically saved into that assignment. If you click share, that's going to come up with this box, which is asking you to share it with other people. We don't want to do that. Okay, if we just click the tabs closed here, when we come back to this document here, this is the document that we've just made and edited. It doesn't look like much at the moment. It hasn't changed the title. That title will change to what we named it to. But if I click on this document, it will open it in a new tab, and you'll see that it has still saved it. I'm going to click on the X to close that. So I've got everything I want for this. Now the second thing that I need to remember to do before I click the assign button up here is that I don't want the students to view this file, and I don't want them to edit this file. I want to make a copy for each student. Making a copy for each student will give them their own copy with their name at the beginning, and then when they hand it back to me, it will have just their edit underneath. No one else can access, no other students can access their work. Make a copy for each student and click assign. Let's have a look at using the slideshow. What I really like about the slideshow is if you already use Microsoft PowerPoint and you've shared slides with your class about something, you can actually import some of those slides into this. So if you want them to revise over something you've talked about, or there's a key slide that you want them to have, you can actually import them through this way. So let's have a look at importing a slide. So this time I'm going to go to the create section, but I don't want them to actually edit this slideshow. Instead of putting it under assignment, I'm going to select material, slideshow of previous lesson as the title, click create. I'm going to click on slides. That's going to load up a new tab with a slideshow that I can now edit. So if I want to add some previous slides, I can just go to File, Import Slides, click on Upload, and from here go to your computer, locate the slides. Once the slides have loaded, you should find that you'll be able to select which slide you want to insert. So from here, I actually want to insert both of these slides, so highlight both of them, they both go blue, and then click Import Slides. That will convert them into Google Slides, and now they can be used to be looked over. Let's delete that slide and let's call that typing lesson 1. Okay, up here you should see it's saved. Okay, again, don't click on share. You can just click on the X and we have the presentation here and the slideshow of the previous lesson. So let's post that for everyone to see. So now I've got 2 sections. I've got the slideshow of the previous lesson and the book report. If we have a look here. Okay, next kind of template I'm going to make is using the slideshow, but we're going to do a sort and drag activity. So I'm going to go to create, assignment, and this one's going to be called devices connected to the internet. I'm going to click on create and I'm going to click on slides. That's going to open up the slides in the new tab. Now I don't want to have it where it says here click to add title, click to add subtitle. So I'm just going to click on layout, blank. Okay, same as we did on the book report. I'm going to click here, search the web, and let's put fridge. This one here, fridge. Let's make it smaller. Let's have phone. Computer. And microwave. So I'm going to draw a line down the middle and ask the children to separate them into devices connected to the internet, devices not connected to the internet. Okay, let's move that across. If you need to change something to go behind, just right click on it and order, center back. Okay, let's add some text. So the text box is here. Devices connected to the internet. That can go here. I'm going to make that bold, and then if I select the box, I'm going to copy. Not connected to the internet, and make that bold as well. Sorting activity. Again, don't click share, just click on the X. That will save in here, and I'm going to put sort devices by them and dragging them into 2 groups. So once I've got my sorting activity ready, I click on make a copy for each student and click assign. As you can see here, I added the word computing to topic, and now it's given it a separate section on the classwork page, which is really nice to keep things neat. You can drag other things into it, so that was part of computing because it was typing here, and maybe the book report I can actually add by clicking on the kebab menu, and I can click edit, and I can create a topic down here, create a topic, and this topic is going to be reading. Now if we go back to it, my classwork page is looking more organised now. Okay, let's have a look at what a question will do. This is very useful if you want to find out a key bit of information about the whole class. So for example, I click on create question, and I might put what coding languages do you know? And I can go here and select multiple choice, and I can put a selection of different languages here. Put block coding, Scratch. Okay. So now the children can choose to click on which ones they want. Okay. I'm going to select computing. And click ask. Okay, let's have a look at how to make a quiz. Click on create, click on quiz assignment, and this time my assignment's going to be types of menus. Okay, might put complete the questions. From here I've got a blank quiz format, so click on that. It will open in a new tab at the top. Menu quiz. Okay, and the first question is going to be, what type of menu is this? Question mark. And again, here I can insert a picture like we did before. I'm going to go to Google image search, and I'm going to search for the burger menu icon. And there we go. Insert that into, there we go. So that's, what type of menu is this? It shows the burger menu, and down here the options. So option 1 is going to be the right answer, burger menu. And then I'm going to add option 2 is going to be kebab menu. Okay, I click down answer key. So I need to tick on the one that is correct. This one's the correct answer, burger menu. If I want some feedback to a question, if they get it right or wrong, I can click add answer feedback, and I could say incorrect answers. Look at the image. What does it remind you of? Okay, I can give it a section of points here, maybe get 1 point for getting that answer right, and then click done. Okay, if I want to make another one, I click here, add question 2. Let's have question 2 as what type of menu icon is this? And this time let's put in the kebab menu icon. That one there, right. Click on it and then click insert. Okay. Burger menu, kebab menu. Down to answer key. Which one's the right answer? Scroll down. That's the right answer. And I'm going to give it 1 point. And click done. Okay, again, I don't need to send it. I just close the tab. And that is all saved there. Click assign. And topic is going to be computing. Okay, let's look at it from a student's perspective now. What does the work that we've just created look like from their point of view? Okay, first of all, they're joining the class, so they click on the add, join class, and from here they're typing their student code. So Joey Blogs types in that code, that will join him with my class. From here, here's the stream. You can see that it's filled up with the activities that I've made. Let's go to classwork. We have in the reading section the book report. Let's do the book report first. Click on view assignment. We can see here that I've got the link here, Roald Dahl the Twits. If I click on that, it will play me the video and close that. The official Roald Dahl site, click there, it's opened in a new tab. That's the link to Roald Dahl's website. And my book report, the work I need to do is just over here. Your work assigned, and it's written my name, Joey Blogs, and my Twits book report. If I click on that, from here I've got my book report, and then here's my book report. I thought Twits was very funny. Okay, so let's imagine that I've written a nice extensive book report there. If I want to finish, I go up to here where it says turn in. That's the equivalent of a student giving you back their work. So click on turn in. It will open up this section here in the new tab, and it's put it here. It's got a comment box here where they can leave you a message about the work as well. Okay, so let's close those tabs now because that's done. Okay, if we go back to this tab here, we can see that because there are other documents here, they need to click on hand in. One attachment will be submitted for book report. Do you want to hand that in? Yes, they click on hand in, and that's now sent to me. If I click on the burger menu and go back to Mr. Starbucks class, click on classwork, you can see the book report here says handed in. Okay, let's have a look over here. I've got 3 other things coloured in that I need to complete. Types of menus, menu quiz, click on this. What type of menu is this? Let's say that that one's wrong. Let's click on kebab menu. And the second one, what type of menu icon is this? Kebab menu. And click submit. Response submitted and assignment marked as done. I can view my score. Okay, so I got the first one wrong. What type of menu is this? And if you go down, because I selected the wrong one, kebab menu, it's given the feedback. Look at the image, what does it remind you of? Second one I got right. So that gives me my score and gives me my total points at the top. Okay, close that tab. Let's have a look. Click on classwork again. Close that one. Have you noticed that this one doesn't update straight away? It just took a couple of seconds there for it to catch up with itself. Second one, what coding languages do you know? Let's say the student knows this one, HTML, that's their key one. So I noticed there I was able to select 2. So I would suggest this would be good for a poll where there's one answer that they need to do. Okay, so let's have a look here. What coding languages do you know? This is the question. So let them choose one of these to answer. HTML, click hand in. You won't be able to make changes to this after you've handed it in. Hand in. Okay, and it shows them the data as well of the other people in the class. So from here they can see data of other people in the class. You can see here at the moment one person knows HTML. This will live update as other children hand in their work. And the last activity that we did was sorting by clicking and dragging on different objects. So let's have a look here. Devices connect to the internet. Click on this. Sort the devices by clicking on them and dragging them into 2 groups. Click on view assignment. Okay. Here's my work assigned. And I've already just sorted them there. Once I'm happy with them, close it off and click on hand in. And if we go back to the class, you can see here that all the work is completed. Now I want to look at the work that's just been submitted from the teacher view. So over here, people, we have got Joey Blogs. He's now under my students section. If I go to classwork, if I click on book report, you can see it says one person has handed it in and it's not assigned to anyone else. If I click on the one person, I can see their work, Joey Bloggs' work. I've chosen to give them a mark out of 100, so let's give them 95 for that piece of work. I can leave them a private comment and I can return that back to them. Close the tab. Let's have a look. It shows me that I've already marked that work here. It's appeared here. I've got no more handed in, no more assigned, and one marked. Okay, let's click on student work again. Okay, let's go back to my class by clicking on Mr. Starbucks class. Click on classwork. This time, device is connected to the internet. Click on view assignment. And just like before, I can go into that. I can see that Joey Bloggs has handed it in. I can give him a score of 100% for that one. You don't have to have a score. I've not gone into scoring and marking as much in this video. I wanted to keep it quite simple, but you can actually just have an unmarked piece of work that they send in, and when they hand it back you can just leave them a comment. Okay, very pleased with that. Click return. Okay, types of menus, you can see here the menu quiz, one handed in. I can go into the scores there. What coding language do you know? And you can see here I've got the score of how many people liked HTML, how many people use HTML, and my slideshow. I hope you found that overview useful today. There's a lot more advanced functions that I'm going to go into in the next video regarding advanced templates, and today I wanted to take you on the journey of creating a document, sending it to a student and receiving it back, and just seeing what that process looks like from both ends. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't like the video, give it a dislike. If you enjoy these videos and want to see more, click subscribe. There's over 40 other videos on my channel linked to primary school and early years teaching. Thanks. Bye.